I just want to talk a little bit about doing your best for you. Do the best that you can do for you. A lot of times we run into a lot of adversity, and a lot of other people will have expectations for you of what your best is. And it's just wild because you can only really truly live up to your own expectations because you know exactly what those are. You're never going to know what somebody else's expectations are. So whenever you're doing something, hold yourself to your standard and do the best that you can do and give it your all. And that's all you can do. You can't sit there and stew on what other people's expectations for you are. And the thing is like, we all know that nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes all the time. That's how you learn. That's how I'm learning. I'm going to make mistakes. If I don't know something, I'm going to try to figure it out, and I'm probably going to make mistakes along the way, But I'm still going to do the best that I can do with what I know. And that's what's going to allow me to sleep at night, is knowing that I gave it my all and I gave it my best. And I might fail. And I probably, I probably will fail, And this is me, talking about my experiences, and especially as of late. I started a new job. I'm learning a lot. I still have a lot to learn. And I'm giving it my best. And unfortunately, sometimes it's not enough. I do fail. I fail. And I let people down, and people get excited. And, I can't focus on what they think my best should be. I can't focus on other people's expectations. I can only put out my best with the expectations I have of myself. And that's what I'm going to continue to do. And that's what I have to focus on. And I know that that's what's going to get me where I'm going. And I'm going to continue to make mistakes, even giving it my best, because my best is not perfect. Nobody's perfect. We live in a flawed world. We really live in a flawed world. And it's flawed because that's just the way that it has to be for it to work. If you really break it down, like, if everything was perfect, there would be no point, right? I mean, if you think about it, if you truly think about it, if everything was perfect, nothing went wrong, everything went right, there would be no purpose. Like, it wouldn't even exist. Like, in order for everything to be perfect, there just has to not be anything. All right, I'm getting off a little tangent here, but just no matter what you're doing, do the best that you can do according to you and your expectations of yourself, and then you can only succeed, right? But if you're constantly focused on other people's expectations and what they think your best should be, you're going to be in a constant state of misery, and it's not going to be good for you. Like, the only thing we can control here is ourselves, our expectations, how we think and feel about what we do. You got to stay within yourself. You can't allow others and their influence, and especially since you're never ever going to know what your best is in their mind or what their expectations are for you. You're never going to know that. They can tell you all day long, but they might not be expressing it the right way. We can never see into somebody else's mind. We're not there yet. We can't read minds. We can't mind meld or anything like that yet. So right now, I think the best thing we can do in this world is to just focus on ourselves, focus on our expectations, do the best that we can do for us and everything that we do.